Hey Hero fans, this is Todd. I don't know why the picture's not showing up. There we go. Let me go ahead and post this to the Facebook, the Book of Faces. Uh-oh, did I not make this? My channel. There it is. Hopefully I made it public. If anybody's joined me, say hello so I know you guys are there. Alright, we'll see if anybody shows up. Hopefully I made this public. Oh, there we go. Hey, Jinx Caliber. Hey, Rumbletron. Hey, AE, thanks for joining me. Hello. Hello, hello. Let me go and paste this onto Facebook so that people can find the link. All right. Paste. There we go. Waiting for the icon to show up with a thumbnail. There we go. Next. Publish. Almost done. 93%. Publish, publish, publish. Hey, Victor. Thanks for being here. Figure Motion 23. Thanks for being here. There we go. Cool. So let me check my audio really quick. Perfect. All right. So I was on Big Bad Toy Store today, and I saw this brand new movie He-Man, and I thought, wait a minute, wait a minute. This is not the head that they showed us before when I looked at it last time. And I'm thinking, this head looks amazing. It looks like the head we had from the 80s. So I'm all excited looking at this figure saying, oh yeah, this is going to be really cool. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not yet on there, but I'll have a link. I have links to it in the description so you can check it out. So here's the figure comes with completely, and sure enough, there's that extra head down there. Notice his hair is just slightly orange, just like how He-Man's hair should be, and the face actually looks a lot better. Now, straight on, it didn't look as good as it did on the previous picture, but hopefully it comes out looking as good as I'm hoping. There it is. Perfect He-Man head. Yeah, I think it looks better than the 40th anniversary head. We'll have to compare it and see, but I'm pretty excited about seeing what this thing looks like. And this head is not the perfect head. I don't know. I thought this head was cool looking at first, but it looks kind of dorky. His chin's so monstrously huge on it. Hey, Adrian, thanks for joining us. It's going good here, man. And so here's what the figure looks like. And it looks pretty cool. It's got some gold trim on the back there, and his sword goes in there and so on. We've talked about this figure already before, so I don't want to spend a lot of time. I was just surprised about the new head on the figure. Yeah, I mean, the head does look great. I mean, it looks like He-Man. Now here, of course, they have the boot knife too, which I think is so cool. Having a boot knife, I don't know why. It's just, ever since the comic where he had the boot knife, I just have always liked that potential of having a knife right there in your boot. It's just so Tarzan-ish. I don't know, did Tarzan have a boot knife? I don't know if he did or not, but it just feels Tarzan-ish. You know, kind of jungly. In fact, the Jungle He-Man had a boot knife, so there you go. Alf, things are going good. Yeah, it looks nothing like Dolph Lundgren, that's for sure. So this head, of course, doesn't look like Dolph. This looks like the old 80s figure, which is pretty cool. And the other head looks like one of my friends from when I was a young kid named Jason. So that's my Jason head. That's probably why I liked it at first. It's like, hey, it's my good friend Jason. But He-Man, it's not. So that's kind of funny. But that head, that does look like He-Man. Not Dolph Lundgren, but the 80s He-Man. More so than the 40th figure, and more so than maybe even the classics He-Man head we got that's supposed to look like the 80s He-Man head. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not disappointed when we get it in our hand. Usually we are, but we'll see. Boot knife. And there's the other one from the back. I didn't do any zooms on this one. I figured out it's pretty self-explanatory. It's the back. All right, so what do you guys think of these figures? Do you think like, wow, these are really cool, I cannot wait? Or are they like, I can give or take either way? So if you go to bigbadtoystore.com, sure enough, right here is where the figures are at. You can just go and click on them. And once you're there, here's the He-Man Deluxe, $34.99. Woo! And here is the Skeletor one, $34.99. Double, whoo! So altogether, you're looking at like 70 bucks? Yeah, 70 bucks. Well, $69.98. But come on. By the time you add your $4 shipping and your taxes, everything else, over 70 bucks. Close to 75. Maybe more than 75. But still cool. I did add them to my pile of loot now. So yeah, that He-Man head does look pretty cool. Not that one. Not to that one. But it's okay. Now, it's funny. I was almost not even planning on getting this He-Man figure or the Skeletor. I was really debating and thought, you know, I don't really need another movie Skeletor and He-Man. I got the most ultimate ones ever made, which is the Classics one. But now that I see that one head down here, the one that they have in the bottom corner, which is funny, the guys who took these pictures, they knew this was the cool head because they had this as their first shot on Big Bad Toy Store. They have it as their main picture. They have it on their main page. So these guys recognize, hey Mattel, this is the cool head. This is the head you should pack it out with, because that is the cool head. All right, let's take a look and see what you guys are saying. Toys for my family says boot knife feels very Conan. Yeah, that's what it feels. Very Conan. Something. And the original comic had a boot knife. Alf says, imagine this head on the 40th anniversary He-Man. It would look awesome. Can't wait to put it together. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. By the power of... Yep, there you go, man. The cape is pretty cool. It's okay. I would say it's pretty cool. I'm not a fan of all the decoration across the bottom. That's my own feel. I always like the barbaric He-Man, and having all that extra fanfare across the bottom just seems kind of strange for that. Actually, the cape does too. So, but that's okay. He looks cool, but I wish they would do away with the calf swivel. Why don't they just place it in the boot? Oh, up here. No, calf swivel's down low. Okay, let's take a look at that. Let's see what you're referring to. Oh yeah, right here. I see. Now I'm guessing that when this calf swivels, the whole knee cap goes with it, which means you could put other boots on them. So it's actually a boot cut, not really a calf swivel. But yeah, if they would have had it actually shaped the shape of the boot, it would have been kind of cool, but then it wouldn't fit with other figures, because all the other figures have a straight line here. So that's probably why they have that, so you can swap the boots out and not have it affect your other figures. So I can see why they did it that way, for swappability, even though really they're not really made to be swappable, but they know we do that anyway. Hopefully they all work together. And there is the Jason head. Alright. I don't know why they have both these pictures. They're so similar. It's like we could see his head well enough. Let's see it closer. It's like we already seen it. Give us a closer shot of the cool head. And I want to see this one up close. Anyway. Let's go ahead and look at Skeletor. As I told you guys, we look at Skeletor too. So here is the Master of Disaster. The Lord of Destruction. It is Skeletor. Now he does have some kind of burgundy motif on here, kind of a brownish burgundy color. And then his hood, and then his face is reminiscent of the movie. He's got the tassel things that hang down. He's got the silver in the front for the calves. So yeah, it looks very much like the movie. It's funny though, he has He-Man's sword in his hand, which I guess for a little while he had it. So that's cool, I guess, having an extra sword. There is his Havoc staff, the Staff of Havocness. See, the vintage heads does look nice. I don't know who that other guy is supposed to be, though. It's supposed to be Dolph Lundgren. You can't tell by the haircut? By, by far the best part. That's Frank. Oh, yeah! That's Frank. Frank Vangel, or Genville. I say his last name. Somebody posted on there for me. He needs to be powered up from the head, though. He needs to be... Not sure. Let's see. Forever, the history of He-Man. I like both heads. Dolph-inspired one has the David Bowie look. Okay, let's take a look again. Is it really David Bowie look? Okay. I could see that. I could see that being the David Bowie look. To me, it will always be the Jason head, though, because like I said, it reminds me of my friend Jason. And it's funny, he has the Spider-Man bangs, too. Whoop, whoop, coming down. Let's take another look at him here. When his chin's down, it doesn't look quite as bad. But in this view here, with kind of the nostril view, like he's using zoom with a laptop, it's not the best view of his head. But this one doesn't look... Oh, this one doesn't look too bad. Going straight on. So maybe once we have it in hand, it may not look quite as bad. But then again, this head looks worse straight on, so it's kind of a toss-up, right? So we'll see. But this angle looks really cool. Okay, let's see. Alf says Skeletor has his own sword. It has a winged skeleton on it. Check it out. Okay. Let's check it out again. Maybe I missed that. Okay, it's time to go to the point of power. Let me download this picture really quick. Let's see. Save image as. I will stick it here. I will use my gigapixel and we will zoom this puppy right up. Gigapixel. Herp. Okay, browse for image. There it is. Opening. Let's get that sword lined up. And let's see if we can't get this thing cleaned up and see what it looks like. It's not the best cleaning job, but interesting. Yeah, it's definitely not the same sword. You're right. Now, did he have a sword in the movie, or is this something new? I don't remember him having a sword in the movie. Vanna White, the most powerful tile turner in the universe. That's funny. Hey, Mike, thanks for joining us. The Drago hairstyle. Oh, yeah. Rocky 5. Was that Rocky 5 or Rocky 4? You know, I think it was 4, wasn't it? I think Rocky 4 was the Russian, because 3 is my favorite one. And 3 is the one, of course, with Clubber Lang. Yep, Rocky 4. There you go. Yeah, 4 is my kids' favorite, too. They love 4. I've always liked 3. But, you know, it's the eye of the tiger. Yep, 5. Oh, yeah. 5 was Tommy. That's right. Tommy Gunn or whatever his name was. That's right. Close without saving. You're losing it, Todd. I've been losing it for a while. My wife, for years, has always called me her absent-minded professor. I've heard that the majority of our dating, from dating to marriage to even now. In fact, we're coming up on 36 years of marriage in a few days here. Can you believe that? 36 years of marriage to the same woman. How crazy is that? And so I'm her absent-minded professor. Yeah. If I forget your name, it's not very uncommon at all. In fact, it's funny. Sometimes I'll bring my figures to her and I'll forget the names of some of the figures, and I'll say, "Who is this again?" It's driving me crazy. She'll tell me the names of some of my He-Man figures. It's hilarious, and it's like, thanks. Well, and then I'll go make the video. But it's kind of funny because I will just totally have one of those brain farts where I cannot remember it for the life of me, and it's like, how could I forget my action figure's name? Yeah. Oh, look at that. He has the key too. The key. There it is. The harmonizing key. Well, that's cool. All right. So, hey, thanks, man. Thanks, Adrian, for that. Congratulations. Thanks, Figure Motion 23. Yes, 36. Yep. 3 out of 4 of my kids are in their 30s. How crazy is that? Anyway. I like Rocky 3 because of Mr. T. Yeah, Rocky 3 was so cool. Come on. Even at the beginning of the movie. Now we're talking Rocky instead of He-Man. Sorry, you guys. Even at the beginning of the movie, he does that fight with Hulk Hogan. And oh man, that is so cool. Come on. Yes. I pity the fool. I haven't seen Rocky 3, but I got the DVD. Oh, Figure Motion 23. Put it in. Put it in, man. You got to watch it. That's funny. Looks like Danny Duncan. Yes, the head sculpt is different than the 40th by a long shot. The 40th nose is so wide it looks strange. Let's see if we can pull him up on Big Bad here. Now, let's go ahead and search for He-Man. Let's see if we can find that 40th anniversary figure. Did I spell it right? Yep, I did. Why do we have these guys on here? They're not He-Man. There he is. I mean, his nose is like extra wide compared to the other nose. And his hair is yellow instead of orange. It's not a bad head, don't get me wrong, but it's just not this head. I gotta admit though, after watching the stop motion that my friend Justin made and this action figure in it, it kind of gave me kind of a newfound appreciation for this head with the wider nose. But so we'll see. We shall see. Yep, this guy's on his way to my house right now from Big Bad Toy Store. I just moved him from the pile of loot. So there we go. Let's see. I'm about to watch Masters. It's on HBO Max right now. Really? Yeah, I cannot bring my family to watch it. I've thought about it. But I thought if I ask them if my family to watch it and they see, I actually think it sounds horrible. I didn't like the movie. I really was not a fan of the movie. It's growing on me, you know, kind of like a mole on your cheek or something. But still not super fan of it. But it is kind of fun for what it is. But you know, if I'm going to show my family a He-Man movie, it's got to be a good one. It's got to be one that they're going to actually enjoy. In fact, I think I convinced my wife to watch Flash Gordon with me. I told her, I said, You won't like it. I know you won't like it. But because you love me, you know, Benjamin suffered through it. You can suffer through it too. And so she finally agreed to watch Flash Gordon from 1980 with me. So now I'm looking to find a way to get it. I found I could rent it on HD on Amazon Prime, but you can't buy the HD. Like, what? You can't buy the HD. You can only buy the standard copy. Anyway, I do have the 2-pack sitting on my floor still. I haven't opened it yet, but I'll have to do that soon with you guys and do a video of opening it. But I am pretty excited about getting this figure now that they have this. Before I was not, but now that they have this awesome looking head, I'm actually excited about getting it. So I might be selling him later with the Jason head or the Mick Jagger head, I think somebody said. Who said? I forget now who you guys said it was, but I could go back and look. I know it was the guy from that movie with the labyrinth, but I can't think of his name now. See? Absent-minded professor. Let's take a look. Oh, wow. David Bowie, that's right. The David Bowie head. Ah, somebody already put that, Thomas. Bowie! Oh, man. You've never seen Flash Gordon either? Ah, Figure 23. You've got to see that movie. It was one of my favorites as a kid. Okay, when I was a kid, I would go into the cafeteria early in the morning, and the cafeteria lunch lady knew me well, and she made me these peanut butter cinnamon rolls. Oh, they were so good. She would wrap the peanut butter inside the cinnamon roll while she was baking it, and she knew I was coming in. She knew I wanted them. And then I'd go over to the jukebox. We had a jukebox back then in our cafeteria, and I'd play the Flash Gordon theme song every single morning, and eating my peanut butter cinnamon roll, just loving it. Well, at the end of the year, they decided to get rid of the jukebox, and they let all of us choose what we wanted out of it first dibs. And I was there right off the bat. I want the Flash Gordon, and they gave me the Flash Gordon little, what was it, a disc? I guess it's a disc. It's a plastic disc, a record, and it was just a small one. And I remember taking that thing home, just playing it, wearing the thing out. It was a small little 45. It's just 2 songs on it, one on each side. And it was so cool. So yeah, I used to love listening to the theme song, watching the movie over and over again. We had some kind of movie channel that had it on, and I just watched the heck out of it. Invited all the neighbor kids over, we watched it together. It was awesome. Yeah. Never saw $1 Billion Man either. Yeah, crazy. Yep, Clash of the Titans. That was pretty good too. Yes, the Flash Gordon theme song is so cool. It was funny too because they also used Queen to do the wedding anthem when he's going to marry Dale Arden, Ming the Merciless. And I remember thinking, okay, someday when I get married, I'm going to have a guitar solo playing in my wedding. How cool would that be? Yeah, I mentioned it to my wife before we got married. She's like, yeah, we're not doing that. And then the minister did remind me that it's all about the woman when you get married. It's her day, not my day. I'm like, okay, we will do it traditional. With the ferrets. Oh, is someone talking about Beastmaster? Oh yeah, Beastmaster. Isn't HBO? Oh, hey, Beastmaster's on. I say it's home box office, man. That's funny. And it's funny if you ever read the description of Beastmaster they used to have in the HBO little catalog when you read it. It says a young teenage boy, and it's like, what? Because I was way younger than Mark Singer, obviously, and just seeing where they referred to him as a teenage boy or a boy or something like that instead of a man. It's Beastmaster. He's a man. Come on. I like the Queen battle theme. Look it up. Nice. Anyway, this has been a lot of fun, you guys. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully I answered everyone's question or questions. Again, I'm really excited about the the new He-Man head. If it looks as good as it does in this picture, it will be the best He-Man head we've gotten in Masterverse to date. If it's not, come on, we've had this happen before. We had an awesome Tila in the pictures, and she came out looking horrible from Super 7. So it won't be our first time, but we'll see what happens. Let's see. High scores like 40-year-olds back in the day. Oh yeah, Beastmaster 2 was pretty bad. I think they made a 3 as well. Oh, you watched it. No. That's funny. Oh. Oh yeah, Rip Torn. Yep. All right, you guys. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you guys next video. Let me know if you plan on getting these 2 figures, or just one of them, or none of them. Well, not this one. I'll close that one now. Between the movie ones. I'm really excited about the He-Man figure, but I did order both. But we'll see. When it gets in my pile of loot, I might cancel it. I've done that before. I did it just the other day. I had 3 of the 40th anniversary He-Man figures. I'm like, I don't want all 3. So I went and cut it back to 1 and canceled the other 2. I do that probably way too many times. Richard says, I already ordered it. That's already ordered for me, man. Mike Fee says both. I think they're giving us this head purposely for the 40th. I think so too. Cobweb, I think you're right. Actually, remember that TV series V? V also had Mark Singer in it. That was a pretty good series as well. And then he also had that movie Go Tell the Spartans. Mark Singer was in that too. And then he was also in a Planet of the Apes movie. That was a cool scene, seeing him in that one too. It was during the arena scene. Oh yeah, Gnomsky says, every time I pre-order every time I pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store, then I find the figure somewhere else, way before Big Bad Toy Store gets it. You know, Gnomsky, that's okay. After you pre-order it, if you get it somewhere else, just go on there and cancel your order, as they don't charge you until they ship it anyway. So, unless you're buying like a statue where they charge you so much first, it's not that big of a deal. The face of He-Man needs a 5 o'clock shadow. That'd be kind of cool, Juan Soto. Yes. It's funny. I know this sounds really strange, and people are going to be like, what the heck are you talking about? Mark Singer has a special place in my heart. I know it sounds really weird, and my wife couldn't figure it out for the longest time. She goes, why do you like Mark Singer so much? You know, I remember as a kid, I watched this play he was in. It was it was a Shakespeare play, Taming the Shrew. And I made my wife watch it when we were younger. She's like, that was awful. And then, you know, all the other stuff. And I realized Mark Singer reminds me of my older brother. And my older brother is the coolest guy. And so every time I'd watch Mark Singer on the screen, I would always think of my older brother. And so I didn't figure that out for a long time, and my wife kind of pointed it out one time, and it's like, yeah, that's what it is. He reminds me of my older brother. And so that's why Mark Singer's kind of always had a special place when I watch his movies, because it's like watching my older brother being a barbarian, or being an army guy, or being in, you know, Planet of the Apes, or in V, or whatever it was. And so it's kind of cool. Kind of strange, I know, but there you go. All right, you guys, like, subscribe. Oh, you know what? I don't have to say that at all, because I have Darth Vader here to tell us that anyway. So it's Darth Vader time. Let me go ahead and get him going.
If you found enjoyment, like, subscribe, and ring the bell.